Uh-oh. I will be right back. I just realized I don't have my tools. Yeah. Nah. Be right back, guys. Hey, I see someone's in. I forgot my tools. They're sitting in my truck like the story of my life. Everything's in my truck. Where is my thingy? Oh my gosh, I am losing my mind here, ladies and germs. Say something. Let me know you're here. I am literally going to put up a BRB sign. Yeah. I'm going to put a be right back sign up here in 10 seconds. There you go. I'm going to steal this. Hey, what's going on, guys? I will be right back. Boom. Maybe that'll stay. Maybe. Will scale? Yeah, there it is. Ah, hey, Bulgari. Hey, give me 2 seconds. I literally got to run up to my truck. I'm gonna do a servo change. I got a brand new Reefs 500 raw. Everybody likes it raw, right there. There we go. I gotta go run up and grab my tools. I had my tools out on the trail today, and got to fix the truck. Forgot my tools. Brought more stuff. It's life. I will be right back. Give me a hot second, guys. Please engage in shenanigans. Oh, by the way, just because America, while you're here, if you didn't catch it, we are giving away stuff. Make sure you share, like in the previous video the other morning. Right here, RC stimulus package. We're giving to give away some trucks. So yeah, make sure you share that hashtag. Oh my gosh, I can't even do this. I'm having such a moment right here. Oh, here it is. Wait for it. Make sure you share that. Haha. Maybe. Does it work? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does. I can't tell, to be honest with you. But I got to go get tools, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah. RC stimulus package. Enjoy. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm almost back. Got my 6x6. Thank you for waiting for me. All right. All right, we are back. Haha. Good. I'll actually print something out that doesn't look super janky. All right. RC stimulus package. All right, so fun story. We were out today. Went out to Adrenaline RC Raceway out in Winchester, Virginia. Those familiar with the area, it's a great place, guys. You can tell we hustled a little bit. Just hurry, baby. Yeah, that's when I done bust myself, full gear. All right, brother. So we had to use this nice little carry all RC bag. Let me explain to you why. And this is the fun part. Actually, better yet, instead of explaining, I think I popped it in my bag. As you guys can see, that this core bag is getting some use. Yep, there it is. All right, so you guys know I am hard on electronics. My buddy Jeremy Kilburn mentioned I can kill anything. Like, listen to that. Right? It's bad. So this is a JX servo. Used to be a... No way. No way. No way. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Tell me what you guys see here. Right there. That is a Traxxas E-clip. No way. I was missing a Traxxas E-clip today. My 6x6, which refuses to lock because that E-clip doesn't exist. We ran it at Adrenaline RC Raceway Park, which is Rock Quarry Central. And here's my E-clip right here on this magnet. I killed the servo. So it is so dead, A, it won't run. B, the ear is torn off. C, look at that crack. I did a number on this. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like plastic. Second, it's also why I like reefs. I kill something, it's usually the gear set, which is the gear set's replaceable. That's a win. Okay. Third, my theory is Reef and I had some discussions. I think he tried to MJ proof a servo because this is like waterproof at like 6 different points and it's a beast. So I really this is going in this truck right now. Okay. So let's get this party started. Oh yeah, before this party really gets started, let's do my virus shenanigans. Whoop. Yes, that was exactly what you guys think it was. This is how we virus party. Now, the reason why I put the glove over this is because would not be surprised if a couple of my students actually popped in here. I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed, but I'm also going to be respectful to everything in my general profession. So that said, we are going to use a glove from Harbor Freight because that's pretty much what they're good for. That and protecting your hands from polyurethane. That's what I use on this bad boy. And by the way, this list is from is the list that we're going to give away of trucks right here. Please make sure that you guys go back to the previous video. Dude, I know it's right. And make sure you like, share it, and subscribe. Okay, please. And use the hashtag RC stimulus package. Guys, I'm excited about this. I'm not gonna lie. This is a brainchild. I looked at my wife. I'm like, hey, honey, can I give away 5 trucks? And I'm going to pay for them through Google AdSense. And she's like, just don't use our money. Challenge accepted. All right. Anyway. All right. Let's do some work on this bad girl. This is Skunkworks. Skunkworks literally is Skunkworks. There's only 2 chassis of these right now. This is a stainless steel. I'm looking forward to finding aluminum. Yeah, actually, Bull Gear. I just put it out maybe at 9:00 p.m. tonight. Literally just put it out. Check it out. Share it. So I'm giving away 5 trucks. So, I mean, you're obviously subscribed, so you're good there. Make sure you comment on that video, okay? As well as share it, all right? Oh, you were flying. All right, first and foremost, I'm glad to know that you're safe, all right? We had it, by the way, sorry I didn't call you back, man. Life just gets ahead of all of us. We need to talk tomorrow. I got so much stuff to do. I'm getting rock and all that fun stuff. Thank you, VDOT. And yeah, it was great times. But Skunkworks. Okay, this the bumper is made actually by a team driver for Northwest Scalar Designs, Benjamin Jaspers. He did a great job. So I'm lucky to have a bunch of bumpers, as you guys saw the other day on the unveiling with Mike Dooley as well. High quality across the board. Ben Jaspers welding. with stainless steel is right up there with my dually. Getting laying down those nice beads. I love it. Okay, so what are we doing here? My spare tire. Woohoo! Points, baby, points. All right, so what we are going to do, this servo still works. This is a JX servo. Well, it is actually, ironically, no, it's not. Where did it go? Where did it go? All right, it's still here. Okay, it is not the same JX servos here, but it's very similar. Excuse me. This one's just a 35 kg. I don't even know what this one is. Oh, 30.3. Whatever. It is a basher. It's a basher. Like, if I'm going to beat the crap out of something, that's what's going in it. Ironically, the truck that my TRX6 now has a Reefs 555. I literally had my spare one, so that means I got to order another one, and life worked out really well. All right, so we are going to take 2 millimeters, what I got in there, and here's the other side. Here's what I really, well, I don't want to say I like about it, but this build is pretty straightforward. And all I have to do is just, well, I say straightforward. Unplug this bad girl. Okay. So I'm just flat out just kind of working on this. We're just gonna have some fun, follow along with comments. It'll be good times. Party in pants. All right, what else do we got here? I'll deal with that in a hot second. Is that a 2.5? That looks actually looks like a 2.5. Let's do a quick check. Yeah, it is a 2.5. That's all right, guys. This is why it's important to keep all your stuff together. I've learned this lesson. Get back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm tired of losing stuff, so that's why I'm just trying to keep right here in my carry all RC bag. All right, I even take this on the trails. Okay, I love this little thing. It is Milwaukee 12 volt. I'm not partial to any particular brand. What I am partial to, though, is an adjustable clutch. Okay, so what I usually do is I crank it down for when I'm taking stuff out, and whenever putting stuff back in, I take it down all the way to 1. And then if it's a situation where I need to use Loctite, let the Loctite do its work. If not, if there's no Loctite and it's just plastic, take it to 1. It should be fine. Worst case scenario, take it to 2. Usually when I'm using a Nylock. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. I wonder, so was it M80 SXR? I hope you heard about our giveaway. It's on a previous video. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share it, as well as comment, because everything I'm coming off of is comments, okay? That is important. So we are going to do, we're changing out servo, because I killed this thing. Oh, well, actually, I didn't kill this one, but it's on its way to dying, because everybody knows how hard on trucks I am. All right, one down. Stainless screw. So what I did when I built this truck is I put stainless K&K stainless screws across the board. I wasn't playing around with this build. Built once, cried once. This got a not a hobby wing. Oh my gosh, Three Brothers Yellow Jacket, which I'm very partial to, by the way. It's an awesome little piece of equipment. All right, so I'm taking out my stainless steels. And the other reason I really like this particular bumper is I only have 2 screws on it, so that way it can flex back and forth whenever I need it to. I don't keep it super tight. For the one reason is I like to have adjustability. Okay, only reason. Boom. All right, now here's gonna be the fun part. I'm not afraid to cut stuff. Well, actually, this one still works, so I might be afraid to cut it today. I'm gonna take these little screws, place them here in this raw 500 bin. All right, we're good here. I'm going to my next job is to just unhook my steering bar. Actually, I'm just going to do it right from the servo, from the servo horn, because I'm going to reuse everything in its exact positions. So it's pretty straightforward. All right, all I'm doing. Oh, it's a 2.0 millimeter. All right. Actually, if you think about it, it's a pretty good balance right there. It's just staying right over on its side. I'm going to keep this out. Open this up. I do have Loctite in here, so I will use that here in a hot second and make sure that's all squared away. All right, so let me back this bad girl out. That wasn't as tight as what I preferred it to be. All right. So let me put this in its thing. All right, good to go. And let me back this bad girl off. Working it off, working it off. So one thing that's very important, guys, is not to just like tear it off. There's a possibility I might have actually screwed everything down. So one of my teammates gave me a hand doing a couple of small things one day, and it just like magically appeared. Hey, it's good to go. Oh, dude, I love this Milwaukee. Just make sure you're using like whenever you tighten, you're on number 1. Okay, so that way you don't over tighten. It is imperative. Okay, highlight the word imperative that everything is done correctly. All right. And notice it's also not. Actually, it doesn't matter if it's an 18 volt or a 20 volt, as long as your torque settings are proper. That is crucial. All right. So you guys, I put some dielectric grease on here because everybody knows how hard on trucks I am. She's being a little fussy right now. She don't want to come out. There she goes. All right. Now here's the fun part. I'm trying to get this thing out. I have this so also inside here that I don't even know what goes to what. This is a little, so this was nice and neat, and then it's all not nice and neat, and then all of a sudden it is nice and neat. So we don't know. We're just gonna kind of hope and pray. Okay, this is a bit of a rat's nest, by the way, but you know we gotta send it. Here, all right, cool. I'm just gonna work this out. So it's kind of like working on car audio electronics. That's really what I compare working on RCs to. Sometimes you just gotta work the plug out, gotta follow the line, and just trace it from there. Sometimes it works better than others. Okay, so let's go here. So obviously I'm having a little bit of a struggle. Not too bad, you know. Right? I've replaced my fair share of car audio, and there's a reason I took my my truck. When I bought my thing on my truck, I did take it to a professional, and I had it done. It was not cheap, but then again, with the not cheap, I got a guarantee that it would work, and I would not have shenanigans. What's going on? Why is this not pulling through? Oh, are you kidding me? Is that the wire that's done? Ugh. Never fails. Oh, it is. Okay, so this is a little bit of a rat's nest. As usual. So let's try and work this out. So what I'm trying not to do is cut things. Because when I cut things, then it becomes even more of a pain in the butt. Then I have to figure out how to unwire and rewire everything. All right, let me feed this through. Almost. Wait for it. I might actually have this. Glad you guys are enjoying my struggle. Straight enjoying my struggle. Jeez, is that tell me that was not the wrong one. It says steering. Maybe it's just a really, really long servo line. That is what I'm literally hoping right now, because this thing is like long. Hey, what's going on, Chris? Yeah, right. So also, before look, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I know you've heard it, and you'll hear it again. I am shameless when it comes to this. It really was just a really long line. Make sure you hit up that video I put on at about 9 o'clock, about an hour ago. I'm gonna do a giveaway. I left this up here. You see a TRX4 Sport RTR Axial Unimog kit. Sendero, a 10.2 RTR, and a 10.3 kit. I'm going to give those away, guys. So the previous video that I just did, make sure you like, obviously you subscribe, like and comment and share, please. Please comment and share. That's actually, the comments are where I'm going to pick everything from, in terms of like get my numbers and then put them into the random number generator and then do my counting. Everything will be live. I'll share my screen, call it a day. That way you guys can follow along with me. So this is going to be a spare servo. It still works. I've only used it a handful of times, so therefore I should probably get a little bit of life out of it. And now where's my big boy? Oh, Reefs, where are you? All right, this is what's going in there. A Reefs raw. This thing's sweet. Just sick. Straight. Just sick. All right. Fits real good. Not too long, not too short. I don't even remember. Uh-oh. Okay, no. I want it this way. All right, cool. I almost forgot which way I wanted to get everything. So we're good there. So one of the really interesting, it's a little tighter than what I prefer it to be, but that's okay. One of the really interesting parts about this whole truck is because it's all custom. Sometimes you have to work a little bit harder than you would with anything else. I had to kind of squeeze this in a little bit because I have a little aluminum panhard mount that I had to make. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you have to get creative. I'll switch it around here in a second. Let me cinch this bad girl down. And you guys will see me use this is the 1.5. Shouldn't need the 1.5 anymore. Actually, I will. I lied. So keep that out. I'm going to put this 2.5 in here. You guys are going to see me just take this down. Okay. It's on 1. Okay. That is imperative that it's on 1. Yep. You can see that it's on 1 right here. Here's the little arrow. Okay. And as what was that? I think it was M180 SXR. You mentioned that you were a little bit leery of using Milwaukee tools on this. Don't be. Now, whenever you do this, don't tighten everything down right off the bat. I like to go in a cross pattern, almost like you're threading or you're putting on a 4-bolt on a tire. Also, once you guys really know this, dude, by the way, Daniel, it is really awesome. Once you get into this, you can really just kind of be able to get that throttle control. So it can go that slow. That throttle control for an RC absolutely goes to working on tools. So that means I can actually use this to more safely do work. I didn't say perfectly do work. I just said more safely. Keywords. Okay, because I'm crazy, not stupid. Now, I also know for a fact that this thing is powerful. Okay, I also know that my servo plate here is 3D printed. So it's not going to grab as well as the nylon will, which is a downside. Upside, hey, it's 3D printed. It's really a unique piece. All right, so let's take 10 seconds for station identification on this RC network. And let me show you guys what I did here with the panhard. Yeah, thank you, brother. All right, so the panhard I was telling you guys about is right here. I made an aluminum one. This is a Northwest Scalar Design scattergun chassis. It comes with a slightly different panhard. I did like it. I like the adjustability with it. But I personally needed something that was going to be like had multiple points of contact, not just like one major point of contact. Dude, look, I'm a stay-at-home do-it-yourself mechanic. My background is in education. At the same time, I really enjoy RC in general, but a lot of this directly translates to cars, flat out. It really does. Just if you look at the gearing on the inside of one of these, it's very simple. And it even comes down to, I actually use automotive grease on these to make sure everything's waterproof. And if you watch my videos, I have a second channel that I really got started. I got this channel back in January. You look at my first channel, you'll see me beat the crap out of stuff. And I learned about maintenance really quickly. Okay. Use good stuff across the board. That is my biggest number one suggestion. Learn what's solid, what has a good reputation, and work from there, just like automotive. you wouldn't use the worst tires. Like I wouldn't. So, all right. So what I'm doing is I'm putting my servo horn back on. Actually, I lied. No, I'm not. You know why? Because I got to plug in a battery. You know why? I got to make sure that this servo is centered. So before I do that, I'm going to thread this line back through. Okay. Now I'm going to thread this back through all these extra little doohickeys and jibber jabbers and such, because I just want to try and keep this somewhat neat. This little rat's nest, because that's what it is. It is a rat's nest. And one of the downsides of all black is, where is the power? Well, we know where the power is. The power is always in the middle. But where's the information line, the white wire, if you will, and where's the ground? What you're going to need to look at is a combination of all your other pieces, and because it only goes in one way into your receiver, which is great. JD, you're asking how do I like the Voodoos? I live and die by these, dude. I got Voodoo KLR M's specifically. I really like those tires. Yeah, I'm a Voodoo freak. I got them on my 6x6. That means I got 6 of those bad boys. I got them on this Sendero up here. I've got a set of the US stickies on order for my Class 3 truck. I have baby K Voodoo sitting over there. I got them on another Sendero. There's another 6x6, which Jim C happens to have right now. Or not 6x6, but TRX4. Dude, we live and die by these tires. Flip them around, run them backwards on rock, flip them forward for mud. Send it. That's how we do it. Send it. All right. And yes, I'm a Voodoo freak. And no, I'm not sponsored them. I just like their products a lot. Way too much for most people, actually. And I have been asked if I was sponsored by them, and I will tell you that I am not. All right, so boom. So this plugs in one way. When you look at this, you see these little wire lines, leads really. Just make sure it's cleaned out, you're solid, and it's going to go and follow the solid black section is going to go and be on the outside. Okay, plug it in. If you can plug it in, here we go, plug it in. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a battery, and I'm going to plug it, turn on my remote first, because I got to center this particular servo before I cinch it down. Okay, I'm going to make sure I have like a ton of trucks on this, so I've got to go through and put it on Skunkworks. So it's got the right settings. I don't have enough room. I'm going nuts here. Before I plug this in, let me make myself some extra room. Oh no, almost lost the good stuff. Run them backwards, man. JD, run them, especially on rock. You will see a significant difference. People will be like, "Oh, you're running your truck. You're running your stuff backwards." Who cares? Who cares what their opinion is? There's a significant difference. A good buddy of mine, his name is Matt Moore. You'll see him at M&M RCs doing a lot of wheels that truly custom made, CNC'd by him. He and I sat at East Coast Scale Challenge and actually really analyzed the tires, how they work. So and that's who actually suggested to do it. Did it immediately, and you can actually hear the difference, especially on rock. But make sure if you're doing stupidity and mud, flip them around. And they are the ones that I want to hill climb on 4S. Sent it a lot. It was great. All right, let's plug this, grab a battery. Let's plug this bad girl in. So I'm using this carry-all RC bag. Yeah, dude. My favorite tires. All right, battery wise, so when it comes to this particular truck, I actually like using the Gen 8 tattoos, but these avionic ones, they say air, but I'm just going to use this to plug it in. Okay. Good. She is centered. We are good to go. Nice. Good, dude. So not a while back, I sent RC Trail Cats some swampers that I had. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That was at ECSC that you got those from me. And I knew you, it was the conversation was great. He's like, I don't have a truck to put these on, so I'm going to make one. Boom. And you did. And it was great. All right. So what am I? So now that this is plugged in, I'm going to actually leave this plugged in for a reason. People think I'm crazy, but it'll make sure and ensure that this whole piece is centered as I put it back on. Okay. So my next job is to make sure my wheels are centered as best as possible. So that way I can get this bad girl on. All right, so I know it's to me, and I'll flip it around here in a second. But all I'm trying to do is make sure I put the spline on. You are being not very nice to me right now. Okay, I know it's really hard to see, and I apologize about that, guys. But it'll work out here in a second. She is being a little, what's the word I'm going to say? Pig-headed, obstinate. I'll let you guys put input those other words for me. Okay, so that looks slightly off. Come on, you. Get on there. All these custom links that you guys are seeing are done by In the Works RC. He is my go-to guy for links. He's creative. I don't know how he does it. I don't know what's going on in his brain, but things go on in his brain that I just make it work. And I just say, okay, Brent. And just get it done. So that's really weird. Maybe this is too tight. So I have a multiple lockers on this little thing. So I'm going to come to the 1.5. This shouldn't be this should be a 25 tooth, which I know this is. So I am going to. All right, cool. That's just a little bit loose. I don't, come on, out. There it goes. All right, now let's see if we can work this bad girl on. All right. I know you guys at home have issues with some of your stuff too. It's just part of RC life. It's what we do, guys. We have to figure it out. Sometimes you just got to be careful, figure it out. Come on, you. Aha. All right, good. Got it. That was exactly the issue. So the issue I had was the actual servo horn has two pieces that surround where the horn meets the servo, and one side was just too tight. All right, so with that, I'm going to set this bad girl to 2. Going to unhook this, grab my meter. Okay, pop this on, put it on tight. Boom. And here's where it gets fun. I use because it's effective and it really works. The Harbor Freight number 42, which is cheaper. It's the same stuff as their blue version. It's just you get more on a slightly larger container, and it's like $1 cheaper. I have bottles all over the place because I use a lot of this, and I lose a lot of it because I spill it often. That's the other side. I love the actual Loctite, but it's expensive. So when it comes to my car, of course, that's what I'm going to go to. When it comes to RC, this stuff is absolutely good enough to do the job. And I suggest this, and I beat the crap out of my poor vehicles, as some of my sponsors and RC buddies have kindly highlighted on a regular basis. I have a skill to destroy. It really is a skill. Just honed. All right. Crap. You guys know what happened? I'm sure you guys heard that from a mile away. Where did that screw go? Yep. Never fails. Let me yell. Meh. So, yelling, kicking, screaming. Story of my life. Well, apparently, looks like I got to use some of my other stuff. Little servo horn. All right, so I'm going to break into my K&K. Because, as you guys all just saw, it died. It lost. The story of RC. So, one of the important things is, and Reef himself will make sure he says this: do not use anything larger than this 10 millimeter on these servos. So I know this comes with a 3x10, 3x6. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to actually double check that. Yeah, 3x10. Don't like those. I think this is mislabeled because that looks like a 3x10. No, it is not. All right. K and K, 3x8. I'm going to go with a 3x8. Gives myself a little extra room on the threads. All right. Put those back. And what is the other side I really like about these? From K&K, they come with the Carry All RC bag. They're all labeled. Everything is labeled nice and neat. It comes in little baggies. So that way, you're on a trail, you can just take out one. You don't have to take out 20 or take out 5. It's just one. Okay, let's try this again. Put a Loctite on. Today is going to be a story of life right here. Just because America. And it's been one of those days. And yes, that is exactly what you guys think it is. Yummy. All right. So instead of just going right to this, I'm going to actually take this off and work it. Sometimes you just got to be careful with how you do things. And this is exactly one of those times. So this way I can really control how I'm putting this down in. Okay, get it started with the threads. All right, now it's started. It's game to go. And we all know that this is already this is on. Got 500 inch-ounce torque. Boom. We're good to go. Not over tight, not under tight. And now what I'm going to also do is I'm actually going to put this back on 1, and I'm going to tighten those little 2 little screws on the that surround that nut. Okay. And that is a 1.5 millimeter. Most of the stuff, guys, for those new to RC, there's a 2.0 millimeter. And then the smallest you usually go on an average is a 1.5, and the largest, from most kits that I've seen and run into is a 1.5. Okay, so I'm going to take 10 seconds and okay, good. And you guys heard that little bit of throttle control on these. Take your time. Okay, you're not in a rush. This is not. You're not going to win the race. Oh man, what happened? Why have all? There you go. Why am I all? Oh, that's why my computer or my thingy decided to do stuff. Okay. All right, we're back. All right. All right. So I'm actually going to use my. Ooh, I like it. All right. Now I'm going to use my other way. See if I can get this tight, a little tight. I might actually have to use a hand one to get this a little bit tightened up. Yeah. That's all right. I'll figure that out. I'll have to actually use a hand screwdriver to get in there to get to the right torque setting. I got one at least done, so I don't want to say happy, but it'll work. All right, so what does this thing sound like? All right. Let me put this up here. Good. I got a new reef sticker because mine keep peeling off because I'm hard on my truck. There's a surprise. The surprise, none. All right. Wait, let me rephrase that. There's not a surprise. I'm just going to toss this right here. I wonder if it'll actually fit. It might. Meh. That'll work. That's usually where I keep my class 3 battery right there. So I'm just going to follow this down here. The idea is whenever I put all this in here, I just don't want anything to get wrapped up because I know this is a very powerful servo, and with powerful servo, downside things break, right? And that's the one thing I don't want to happen. I don't want things to break. I got enough breakage. All right. What's not sitting right? Oh, my battery. All right. You guys get to see my follies today. It's been one of those days. There it goes. All right. It ain't sitting perfect, but you know what? Well, it's good enough to send it. So the Marsh RC Kinetic strap is a perfect use for it. Boom. Just put it on there. It'll help keep everything nice and just on. Okay. That way I don't have to use my my standard clips that I like to use. All right. We got our good old Loctite. Gonna put this away because that's just being safe. It's just being smart. If this is plugged in, it means this works. And yeah, that is a very fast winch. I really, just because. Can you guys hear how fast it is? Okay. Boom. Good to go. That thing has been through some thing. By the way, this you know what? I got froggy one day. I got bored, and my wife put me on the day my wife put me on a budget. I went and I was like, "Oh no, I need a hook." Well, so I just took some spare angle aluminum, took a Dremel, and made one. It works. It's got plenty of it. So if I need to actually hook onto something, it's light. It's also, if you look at the thickness, it's about a 1/4 inch thick, so it's nice and strong. So it's got all those characteristics that we like to look for in RC. And it was material, more importantly, it was material already had. So when your wife puts you on a budget, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So I did what I had to do. Now that I sound Italian and I sound, like I'm straight off the mob, I'm going to pop this up here. I'm going to actually grab this roll of duct tape because, everybody's got to have duct tape. Ironically, I just have duct tape just sitting right here. All right. And that's not high enough. That is the story of my life. All right. So let's take this Reefs RC. Let's readjust this. I really want to see how fast this servo is. I've heard so many great things about it. Being a Reefs driver, he's got, I've watched his stuff come a long way from the 5.5, the slower but stupid powerful 5.55. I got plenty of his 4.44s and lots of my trail trucks. My BRX01 snake bite you see here. And then if anybody hasn't followed the saga with that, I actually got in a little fight with the Copperhead. Copperhead lost, actually. He's not dead, but he lost. So I'm just going to pop this up, see if I can. My luck, here's what's going to end up happening. This truck's going to become so pretty powerful and fall off. That's my guess. All right, you guys should be able to see that. I can see it. You can see it. Let's see how fast this is. Oh, man. I like it. DSM does make great stuff. There's one big difference between what he does and what I do is we use a different material. Although the concept is very similar, and he's become very innovative. My material's a little bit different, and there's a reason. My reputation is to stand by itself. I beat the crap out of stuff, and that's why I go with the material that I do. Now, I haven't really pushed these for sale at all, but I'm going to start. Maybe I'll throw one in with these with these trucks, just because America. I just haven't decided where I'm going to go with that, but I know it's one of my big options. So anyway, yo, that is fast. That is responsive. All right, I'm going to set my endpoint right here. So in order to, on these Spectrum servo, setting your endpoints is actually really, really important. So you don't overexert the actual servo and actually break stuff on the inside. Learn that the hard way. And actually, that's how I ended up killing a lot of TRX4 Sport, the stock Traxxas ones, is because I didn't set these endpoints at all, because you can't. On this particular one, that's why I went to the Spectrum. And actually, I wanted to give a quick shout out to the Radio Link people. They do a really good job. Downside is their stuff isn't waterproof, but you can waterproof it. JD, I see you, man. Shoot me a PM whether it's Facebook or through here, and we'll talk there. But adjusting the endpoints is what's going to save your servo, and that's where I've stopped killing so many of those. So outside of that other one, that JX, which is dead on the door now. All right, so I'm going to take a look at my travel. So what I'm going to look at is my steering rates. You'll see on here I have steering 140 on the left and 150 on the right. So I'm going to hit OK. And so what I'm going to do is go all the way. And I'm actually going to back off. I'm going to wait till watching my wheels start moving. Okay, my wheels are moving clearly. All right, I'm at wheel lock right now. Okay, confirming across the board. All right, I'm at 97 that way. All right. So what I'm going to do from here is adjust my right. Okay, cool. So I'm going to adjust my right. And because this particular one isn't as easy, it's the, wow. All right. So apparently my right likes to work a little bit more than my left does. All right, that's interesting. So what I'm doing is adjusting this. This is the rugged version, so it's got that dreaded touchscreen. You really got to figure out how it works and become comfortable with you. I actually ended up resetting this and actually lowering the touch value, so that way it's a little bit more efficient for me. So that you might have to do that, because I guarantee you, until you figure out how this thing works, you're going to become frustrated. It's a downside of the particular rugged. Upside, this thing is a beast. It's a straight beast. I've dropped it. If you guys have seen my previous DX5C, it's got duct tape all over it because you need duct tape all over it because it's going to fall apart, and it's falling apart. This one doesn't. It survived me pretty well, which is definitely worth the money right there. All right, so I'm going to check my endpoint here. It looks like it's enough. No, I'm going to actually edit it. Wow. Lesson learned, the truck doesn't like to turn left. Now here's my question. Am I hitting? That might be my issue. That is my issue. Okay, so I just saw an issue. So I'm going to actually have to take a few minutes and sand down my frame, because the way this particular servo is sitting, I think the original JX one that I had in this sat a little bit lower. So I'm going to actually have to notch out my frame just a little bit to give me a little bit more steering, because I'm missing some steering. How do I know I'm missing steering? When I'm looking at my front drag length, okay? And actually, you should be able to see it. And if you look at my pumpkin, you can see, all right, there's plenty of room. Now I'm going to come the other way. There's like no room. Okay, so that's how I'm figuring out. And I'm also watching this hit. There should be a lot more. There should be a lot more turning action here. Because I'm getting like 45 degrees here, and I'm only getting like 35 there. So we will fix that. That's going to be a little bit, I don't know if we'll do a video on that, but I'm basically going to take my Dremel and just Dremel it out just a little bit, just enough to make it go and then smooth it out. And I'll probably use some sandpaper just to make sure if in case there's contact, that it's nice and smooth. Nothing super crazy. And just to give you guys, this is an outrunner, so it sounds weird. Sounds a little weird, but I'll tell you what, this thing can crawl really well. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm just going to rehash just because America. Make sure you do the subscribe, share, like, especially on the previous video that I just did for the giant RC stimulus package. Just one more time, just because America. TRX4 Sport RTR, Unimog Kit, Sendero RTR, 10.2 RTR, and a 10.3 kit. And I want to give that away. Where I'm going to give that away is by you guys tuning in, helping me. Every minute helps an advertiser, right? And it gets the message out. Every minute will end up that you guys watch will also help the revenues go up, which then I can put right back into making this happen. And because that's where I'm getting the money right here is from you guys watching these views, watching the advertisers, and that way we can pay for this. So it really is a community effort. I gotta do my part to be live, to share the love, and then I need you guys to watch and share and like and do our thing. Please comment on that previous video because that's where I'm gonna get my numbers. I'm gonna get the names to put in for that draw. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. It's about almost 11 o'clock East Coast time. Bedtime. I'm trying to be normal with, the virus stuff. Here's my virus tribute. I want to give a quick shout out to a friend of mine whose wife is on her way to a hospital station. And just please give all of our healthcare workers, our EMTs, first responders, across the board love. Please do. Our truckers who are keeping us, our stores stocked. Make sure you get your TP, TP for the bunghole. Plenty of memes for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Give them some love. All right. Show them some respect on the roads. And if you can, pay it forward. Hook them up with a meal. I promise you might not, at that moment, it might not be, you might not see much, but to them, you might have just made their day. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, have a great evening. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Agreed. Thank you, M180SXR. Stay safe, stay healthy, and pay it forward. Have a good one.